Ladies and gentlemen, in a word, Cher.
You think that's bad? Wait till you see this.
Where am I? Who are these two fairies? Wagon wheel with Toozy. Oh, it's a podcast? You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Hello, lovelies. Once again, we are here in Chermoir, chapter 18, and it was mentioned in the chapter. We may not mention it in the episode, but I just have to warn you, there may be a mention of suicide or self-harm because there was in the book. So if you are reading the book along and you haven't read the book this week, that's in there. Or if you have read the book, sorry, I should have come around to your house and whispered it in your ear while
sorry about
picking up your Kindle.
And Cher, she's so casual about it that I often miss it.
Yeah, she's real casual about it, and it's why I feel like we need to warn you because she's not gonna. Nope. Anyway, we are up to chapter 18. Chapter 18. I'm so thrown by her cavalier attitude towards self-harm that it's made me verklempt.
And also her ex-husband saying, I might have killed you myself.
Yeah, I was going to murder you. Imagine if that had happened. A lot. Anyway, so much to get through. So let's turn back time.
If I could turn back time.
Cher, in the last chapter, told us what she wore to the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
And she told us what she wore to the Oscars. Mm-hmm. And she told us who won. Baradabupe. Plus a really long list of every person who was there. And at an election party. Sonny is more of an asshole.
No way.
Cher finds out he was dipping his wick in more ways than she suspected. Bill is gone, taking his D with him. Oh. And she records the iconic album Half Breed, about which she says, fuck all.
Yeah.
And I became furious.
Also, I'm now just imagining, what if a man could fuck off but leave the D?
Oh my God.
How wonderful.
You can do that. You need a bucket of plaster of Paris.
Yes.
And some silicone to pour into the mold that's created as he goes soft inside the plaster
I want to be able to
Paris.
retract the foreskin. Can you retract the foreskin,
I'm sure there's a way. I'm sure you can get a foreskin retracting D.
Okay. And hopefully a fireskin retracting D.
He'd have to do it twice.
Yeah. So
So you had the retracted and the unretracted, and you could just chip into the retracted one too.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Normal conversation.
Why am I miming how to get into the foreskin of the latex?
That hurts.
Yeah. Just jamming my fingers in there. Just get in there.
Oh my God. Don't say jam.
What if
doing?
So, I don't know.
Why
are we talking about retracting foreskins already? It's just started.
Okay.
All right, let's
Lost our minds.
Let's get into chapter 18 and find out how Cher has always been Cher.
I'm Cher, and I've always been Cher since I was this big.
Do you regret anything?
Oh, almost everything.
All right, chapter 18. We're going in. And then there was David. ... You raised me up. I'm sad that it's not. And then there was David's dead. Because that would have been funny.
I don't normally every chapter is a song.
Yeah.
But this one is, and then there was David. Oh, and also there's a song.
Maybe it's a play on, and then there's Maud. And she's
That's what I thought. And then there's
two
Maud.
songs. She's just merged two songs together.
Maud. And then there's Maud. That's the best song.
So good.
Maud was such a great show.
Speaking of amazing, iconic women, thanks to Goldie Hawn in a onesie.
Goldie Hawn in a onesie in the First
Cher.
Wives Club.
Yes, it all comes back. Cher meets David Geffen, who is not dead, although he is now dead.
Did Geffen
No,
die?
he's not dead. No, he's not dead. Sorry, there's a lot of people that have died from this book. He's not one of them. No, but there's something. He's getting divorced, I think. There's something going on.
No, he's very young.
David Geffen.
At this point.
No, now. I mean, now he's... I knew there was
he's
something-
82 now.
Yeah,
But
I think now he's getting a divorce from a 30-year-old.
Oh, yes.
I was like, there's some scandal. Dead, divorced, whichever.
Yeah.
Of course, David Geffen is the third David mentioned in the last 2 chapters, which means David is the new Joe, which was the new Johnny.
Right.
So good luck keeping up with all that.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot.
He invites Cher over for avocado soup, and it's only
Cold.
then, that she realizes he's not some guy in promotions. He's a manager or something. Yeah. They talk all night and are now best friends.
Totes besties.
Because that's what happens with Cher. He may also be in love with her, but she's not sure, so she slides down her seat and into a door handle just in case. Ow. Are we in love? I don't know. They keep hanging out, and Cher thinks
got rid of
maybe.
Bill Dick.
I know. They're hanging out,
Straight on to someone whose name does start with D.
right? And who also happens to love Dick.
That is not mentioned
No,
once.
I don't know how. So they continue to hang out, and Cher thinks maybe something could be there. Ooh, yeah, that sure could. Sometimes Joni Mitchell was there and described Cher as having a green glow about her, probably from the avocado soup. Just sounds awful. I love avocado, but avocado soup sounds awful.
I've got a couple of avocados going bad over there because I
make
to put
soup?
them on.
All right.
I could just eat them with a spoon, I suppose.
Get a green glow about you. Cher talks about song origins for other people's songs.
Yes.
And I said, I wonder how Fab will feel about that.
I don't care about those origins.
No, give me just the Cher origins.
I don't want Joni Mitchell origins.
No, green glow. Just listen to my album. With Cher now seeing David, I guess, Sonny starts to change, apparently, and is no longer fun, even at work.
Oh.
One of his mates, some guy named Fat Tony, I don't think that was his name, but I called him Fat Tony.
It's not Joey D, but
Yeah, sure. Who had originally helped out with the Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour, suddenly floats the idea of the Cher Show.
Oh, this guy who had written his name on the contract. Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, old mate. Fat Tony.
Yeah, old mate.
And this
Tony's
pisses Cher off.
Zazabuti or something.
Yeah, exactly. So this pisses Cher off.
Yeah.
She's not happy. I said only Cher would be pissed about getting her own show without her shitty abusive husband. Like, no, I want to do the show with my shit husband.
She was more annoyed at the disloyalty, wasn't she? It was more like,
Yeah, I think so.
he's Sicilian. What are you doing?
Fat Tony.
Fat Tony. Fat Tony.
Pass to Stephanie.
Oh no! Already?
I'm always
Halfway
trying. I
through
never
Fat
know when
Tony?
to put it. Well, I'm with you, Fat Tony, and we're passing to Stephanie. David asks Cher about her TV contract. Cher has no idea because she's never read it. David gets his hands on the contract and discovers that Cher is technically an employee of Sonny via Cher Enterprises, which is owned by Sonny and Irwin, the lawyer.
That she had to apologise to.
He describes it as involuntary servitude. Essentially,
Slavery.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. Essentially, Cher has no money and no power.
Yep.
She also couldn't work anywhere else without Sonny's permission. Mm-hmm. David tells Cher
That tracks.
right.
She's going to go to the movies.
I know, gone. Don't go to dinner. Absolutely not. David tells Cher that this is not a new contract. This existed even when they were together.
Wow.
Cher can only speculate when this all happened, and in retrospect feels that Sonny couldn't see his own deception, that he separated it from himself. So, he's like, no, I'm not deceiving you. It's just like, I don't remember. He just shoved papers in my face and I signed it. All my love, Cher.
Oh, my love, Cher. Well,
That's how this happened.
it said Cher Enterprises. She's like, oh, it's Cher. I'll
about
sign
me.
that, whatever that is.
Yeah. She says that to this day, she still doesn't understand and can't really get over it, even though she was friends with him for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
She calls Lucille Ball for help, who said, fuck him, you're the one with the talent.
Yes.
Absolutely. Honestly, this book is more of a Lucille Ball biography.
It really is, isn't it?
David convinces Cher to get a new lawyer. So she gets the guy who Joe D is using to sue her and Sonny. It's like, okay, he seems good. Get him. It's not a conflict of interest at all.
He's suing me. Well, technically, he's not suing her because she's an employee that's paid nothing.
That's true. Old mate advises Cher to file for divorce. She meets with Sonny at his office and challenges him to tell her the truth about the contract. Mm-hmm. He says nothing.
Nothing.
She says she wants what she's owed, and and I said, and that abusive, talentless cunt refuses. I think that was me getting mad.
Yeah.
Can you tell I'm mad? I wrote.
Yeah, you are not in a good place.
He even says that she'll be sued if she doesn't return for another season of the show. And I'm like, but sued for what, Sonny? Like, she doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
Like, all that the lawsuit would do is highlight what you have done to her.
Yep.
Because it would all come out when you have to go through the finances and the law and blah, blah, blah. Dumbass.
Dickhead.
And Cher tells us that she never got an answer as to why he did this. And again, I'm like, if I was going to be friends with him later in life when, you know, like, I mean, she was at his funeral and spoke very emotionally and all of that.
They got a kid together. Like,
Yeah, no, but still.
little Chaz.
But wouldn't you at some point have said, hey, remember when you did this? That was pretty shit. Why? But nah, don't do that. Cher calls the head of CBS and asks him to cancel the show.
Cancel the show.
It takes a minute. There's a whole thing where, you know, it's like the TV show where all the people are on the phone to different people and, I'm on hold, and then they come up. And, but eventually it works. Sunny decides to sell the big house, which Cher doesn't own anyway. So she ends up moving in with David and having to leave Chaz.
Oh,
She's
no.
also bribed to quit smoking with jewelry, which tracks.
That was very strange. I don't know why we needed to know about her slinky ring.
I know. The final taping is emotional, with Cher stating that it's all over. The show, the marriage, and the music. But it's okay because she's nominated for a Golden Globe. But she decides not to go, probably because she won't have a dress. And she's convinced that Carol Burnett will win, as always.
As always. It's always Carol. It's always Carol.
So as she's explaining her reasoning to the manicurist...
Yeah. Who's doing her nails while she watches
the
the
nails
Golden
while she's
Globes.
watching it. Her name's called out. She bloody won.
Oh my God.
I know, she's not there. I wonder if Carol went up and accepted it on her behalf. That would have been really funny.
In one of her completely see-through dresses.
Yes. Yeah. She's dressed fully as Cher. Soon after, Sunny files for divorce. Sunny files for divorce. Then there's a story about Cher's hair getting caught in her zipper. It's a wild segue.
Oh my God. In a rodeo.
Right?
At a rodeo.
My hair.
A
Cher's
rodeo
hair.
that Elvis and the Jackson 5 are also performing at.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Oh.
What a rodeo.
And the only thing she can remember is her outfit.
It's her outfit and her hair getting caught in that outfit. Yeah.
Yeah. Back in LA, Cher's lawyer claimed Sunny held Cher in involuntary servitude in violation of Amendment 13, as well as unlawfully controlling her and her career.
Mm-hmm.
Sunny counters by filing for the millions of dollars he'd lose due to Cher breaking up their duo. What a fucking lunatic.
Even though he's filed for divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, now look, I don't condone gleefully murdering your husband, but like, I'd help pay Cher's bail if she needed it, you know? A few months later, Cher and David make their public debut at the Grammys. We get a side story about Katharine Hepburn, and then it's time to record Duck Lady, which is another story song, so Cher hates it.
Oh, I can't even talk to you about my frustration with the barely a sentence of Duck Lady.
I think she literally just says, Duck Lady, and then keeps going. They just played her album.
Duck Lady, dance, dance, sing, and lit the candles one by one. Boom, boom. Dance to her gypsy music.
Like, we've already talked about it more than she did.
Yep.
But it's, you know,
it was number one. That's all she needs to tell us. Like, that's all she cares about.
You know the album. You know, I don't need to tell you about
it.
I will tell you everything that happened in every skit of the Sonny and Cher show. But
I enjoy that
of the
as well.
songs.
I enjoy all of that.
I know. But even if, like, on the albums and stuff, even if she said, oh, you know, like, that album wasn't my favorite, but I loved these 3 tracks.
Yeah.
Or, oh, this was my favorite album. I worked so hard on it. You know.
Yeah.
This song was really challenging to get right, and you know, I got to work with this person on this song. But no. She saves that for the people at the Chermoir. Maybe we can give them the stories of the songs.
Stop the story.
Well, Gordon, I was working in the wagon of a traveling show. I was born there, actually. And Mama was a dancer.
She used to dance for the money they'd throw.
Yeah. Papa? Well, he did all that he could.
Preach a little gospel, sell a couple bottles of Dr. Good.
Absolutely. There's the show. Oh my God.
Why are we being ripped off in Song Origins?
No, it's your favourite part.
I love the Song Origins, and I don't even get this album was recorded there. Like, we had a whole album that no one cared about that she recorded at the Chermoir, and we don't even get anything on Dark Lady.
I know. And it's she's too busy hanging out with all her fancy new friends, which makes her want to push herself. She says.
Yeah.
David suggests that she worked with old mate Phil Spector.
Oh, don't even bring him back, but we do.
Well, he's about to. Somehow, after a chair goes flying and John Lennon storms out, Cher and Harry Nilsson end up doing BVs for Phil on a track that he then illegally releases in Europe. And so Cher has to go to his haunted house to confront him.
His haunted house.
Like, why? What is
Her
happening?
description of it as being like Sunset Boulevard, the movie, is amazing.
Maybe she
Except
remembers
now
what
I'm
houses
just
are
seeing-
like because it's similar to fashion, architecture, fashion.
I'm just imagining now when she goes to visit Phil Spector that he's being played by Nicole Scherzinger.
Oh my God, yes.
Barefoot in a dress.
Hard to tell them apart, really. I'm forever like, hang on. Was he the one in the Pussycat Dolls?
I don't know why I'm frightened. Did you see her at the Tonys?
I feel like I saw clips of it.
Oh, so good. She was
Yeah.
great.
I've
Not
only
as
seen
good.
like versions of her doing Phantom as well and other
Yeah,
things.
not as good as Audra McDonald doing Rose's Turn from Gypsy, which was transcendent. And I would love to go, but it's $400 a ticket, and that I don't know if I can get into America.
Well, fair enough. And what about the cast of Elsbeth season 2 finale doing
Amazing.
Chicago? Exactly.
That was epic. That was so good, including Butter de Boupe.
Absolutely, that was very Baba de Boupe, that whole episode. It was
Was a lot
syrupy.
of Butter de Boupe Milano.
So
my
she should
God.
have cooked a syrupy tub roast in the prison. That would have been good.
She was allowed to cook in it,
I know.
just in her quarters, just like,
And
oh
she
yeah, this is
made
my prison
A
cell.
bunch of like knives to cut with. Like, it was wild.
Yeah, I can chop onions.
Yeah.
I'm safe.
So Cher's gone to the haunted house, and old Philly says, "I can do whatever I want," and then picks up a revolver.
Yeah.
And Cher is having none of it and tells him to cut the bullshit. I'm Cher.
I'm sure.
Like, I'm not having this anymore.
Not one of your little wives you can shoot.
Oh my God. Terrible. With your crazy hair. Is that why you went to prison?
Yes.
Yeah.
He shot a wife.
What's that? Oh God. Bloody Phil Spector.
Phil Spector.
Great producer though.
Amazing.
That Christmas album, top notch.
Amazing album. I mean, River Deep Mountain High.
Yeah.
It's like the Wall of Sound with Tina is an amazing experience. Like,
I mean,
he's
would
a
Celine
problematic.
Dion have her career without
Yeah.
Phil Spector, you know?
It's a problematic experience. But you can't deny that he made some incredible music. Anyway,
And threw a few chairs, turns out.
through several chairs.
Well, he did a bunch of other shit. So around this time, John Lennon and Harry Nilsson, they're back, and they ask Cher to take them to Hugh Hefner's, which is weird because they are John Lennon and Harry Nilsson. How were they not allowed already, just on their own names?
Yeah.
This leads to a whole drunken naked in the grotto situation, but not in the way you'd expect. It's just them. It's just John and Harry
They're the
on
only
their
ones
own,
naked in the grotto.
naked, and Cher's yelling at them, which is frankly the way I would want to be in the grotto.
Put your pants on.
What are
It's
you
a
doing?
grotto.
I don't want to see your sausage. Like, it'd just be... It'd be a lot.
I know.
Cher, now we're back to Cher and G, so G's back.
I love
They,
G being back.
they get
Is this where we
called-
get to hear about G's time on General Hospital and maybe never again?
I don't know if I included that, but let's say it's now.
But it was mentioned at some point,
was
and I'm just like, oh, was that? Oh, no, we're on to something else now.
So the sisters, not the Sarah sisters, but Cher and G, get a call that Johnny Southall, the one father that she actually saw as a father, though I can't remember if he was one of the bad ones, was dying.
He's G's actual father.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's dying. I think he was the one who ran into the house and chased some guy out from memory.
Yeah.
They do get to see him one last time, thanks to David. The gay is coming to the rescue, of course.
No. It's not mentioned that he's gay. Not once.
At first, now we're back to David. Chaz loved David, but then abruptly changed, leaning more to Sonny's feelings about David. I wonder what was going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Cher made a deal with Sonny that they'd never talk badly about each other or their partners in front of Chaz, which I'm sure he stuck to.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
he's just such a responsible,
respectful,
and just always does what he says he's going to do, and it's never lied once.
And maybe
to Cher.
Maybe he was like, yeah, whatever, because soon after he applied for full custody.
Yeah,
and accused Cher of being an unfit mother, based on a claim that Cher had taken Chaz to the Playboy Mansion for a night of cocaine and fornication.
Oh, in the grotto.
But actually, little Chaz just had a swim in the pool. No buzzies or drugs in sight.
And Pam Grier was there.
Of course she was.
If Pam Grier's there, there's not going to be any trouble.
Yeah.
Foxy Brown will kick you in the face.
I'm wondering if Pam Ferris was also there, maybe a third, so we'd have, like a trio of Pams.
Oh, the first Pam's Club.
Yeah. The first spam, because they're syrupy, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you know any other Pams?
Pam Dorber from Mork and Mindy.
Let's say it's her. Was she alive in the 90s? Let's say yes.
Yeah, she was around. She's probably making made-for-TV movies.
Yeah, we'll find everyone. After a court hearing...
Pam Anderson. She was actually at the Playboy Mansion.
Absolutely. Yeah, right. That's the trio of Pams.
There's your
How
Pam.
could I forget? I'm very sad about the Naked Gun and all
my
the
God,
sex
me
she's
too.
having with Liam Neeson. Apparently it's huge. So she's a very lucky woman. Tommy Lee and Liam Neeson.
She's got some needs.
I love Pam.
Who loves Pam?
Who loves Pam? Who loves spam? Who loves syrupy toppers?
Who loves Pam?
After a court hearing on all of this, the press are asking all kinds of questions, including whether Sonny still loves Cher. In answer, he sexually assaults her right there in front of the press and a court of law.
That is awful.
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 Is so fucking gross.
It's, horrific.
Eventually.
That upset me a lot.
It's upsetting. Fair enough.
I should have put a warning about that at the top.
Just kissing him in general would be awful. Even if you said,
because he didn't kiss her ever.
No. And
so that makes it more disgusting and
power thing in front of a court.
Yeah.
Ugh. Eventually the judge rules in Cher's favour and Sonny actually loses time with Chaz. Fuck you, Sonny.
Yeah.
And even though he deserves everything bad that comes his way, Cher says that Sonny can see Chaz anytime he likes. Missing her house, Cher's lawyer said she can go back there. All she has to do is walk in and stay.
Yep.
This is my house. I'm here now.
Cher.
Sonny ends up going to a different house, but only after Cher signs it over to him, which feels like a glossed over detail. Was it in her name and she's just given him a house? I
don't know.
It wouldn't surprise me if he's like, yeah, okay, I'll give you this house that we don't own.
Yeah.
Because we owe so much money.
Yeah.
But if you give me that house that we do own, that's fair. David moves in too, as well as his staff, including old mate who makes the avocado soup, which sounds worse every time I hear it.
It's cold. It's cold.
It is cold.
It's basically
Sadly,
an avocado that's been mushed and watered down. Look at your face.
That's a lot. It's a texture issue as well.
Yeah.
Sadly, around this time, Mama Cass makes her final ham sandwich.
Wasn't it?
I know. That's the urban legend.
It is.
Somehow, Cher ends up babysitting Mama Cass's daughter on the day of the funeral in what I'm describing as a very depressing prequel to The Nanny.
Oh no, that was Twiggy.
No, that's what I mean. It's basically the same thing, but way more depressing. It was a sad day, But at least Cher got to visit her friends at the Chermoir.
Oh my God.
Imagine.
the
She wanders
Cher.
over to a different funeral.
I love that, like, we find out about what great mates she was with Mama Cass, and she has not been mentioned before this point.
Not once. And she
Not
literally
once.
nearly killed her in a car.
Yeah.
And then put out a cigarette in her mashed potatoes.
Yes. And I'm like, where were these stories before?
Was it a
Like, do
syrupy
some
tub
five
knife?
shadowing with Mama Cass.
Yes, we need some five shadowing.
Yes.
Somehow, Sonny gets himself a show,
So,
Which-
what is that?
which he pitched with a highly racist joke. What a fucking prize.
Oh my God.
Then Cher gets herself a
But
show.
Cher doesn't really have any.
I know. She
She
says
just-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, that's fine.
Then she gets herself a show and a trip to Europe.
Yeah.
The shows are set to go up against each other in the same time slot, but oh, devastating. Sonny's gets cancelled before Cher's even airs.
Oh.
So sad.
See, now this is where I find her storytelling to be a little skew-if. Because I feel like this detail would have been far more juicy as a little aside where she goes, so I was about to record my first episode and we were going to go up against The Wonderful World of Disney, which is what Sonny was also up against, but he didn't last long enough to be up
Yeah.
against me. Like, that would have been a better place for it instead of just like, Sonny was a failure. Okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah. Which is why this is hard to write Posh synopsises and they probably don't make sense a lot of the time.
Yeah, because the book doesn't make sense a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Book, it honestly just feels like she's looking at photos. She's going, "Oh, there's Mama Cass. You know, she once put out a cigarette in some mashed potatoes
Yeah.
and tried to kill me on Mulholland Drive."
Also, I was looking after her daughter at a funeral.
Yeah, Michelle Phillips just dropped her off.
Yeah.
She's like, "I've had enough of this, Brad. Can you take it?"
Go on.
She's just like her mother, really needy.
Here's your ham. Bye. I actually did have a colleague yesterday pull out ham,
Yes,
like in a deadly plastic bag from their bag, like from their handbag, and I was like, "How long has that been in there? Like that needs to be in a fridge, please."
yeah, that's
Nah.
E. coli handbag warm ham.
Yeah. Yum.
Is it
After
Pam Ham? Is that her name at work? Pam Ham?
No, but it will be now. After a gig by the Average White Band, which could be really any band.
Don't. This whole section is too much. I don't know if I can
You
deal
ready?
with it again.
Strap in.
Okay.
So there's a little gig, Average White Band. Cher, Paulette, and G are invited to a party in the Hollywood Hills. Mm-hmm. Paulette and G, or P&G as I'm calling them, pass on the party, but Cher decides to go alone. And even better, she's got to do some drugs.
I'm going to take drugs.
Hooray.
I'm Cher.
And then immediately she's offered drugs and says no.
Yeah.
So she's offered these drugs, but doesn't like the look of the tinfoil, so she declines.
I don't want anything that's in foil.
No.
Thanks.
Everyone around her starts to overdose. Cher runs around like the nun in Madeline, trying to deal with all the ODing. When she finds the band's drummer in the bath with his nails turning blue.
And you know how she knew about the nails turning blue?
How is that?
Because Bill Bixby's wife had taken her own life. And when she had, did not have enough oxygen, the nails turned blue.
Yeah. This is probably was relayed to her during the Golden Globes that she didn't attend.
I am distressed that she has decided to tell a suicide story as a name drop. It is so just off the cuff. Like,
It is, yeah.
Bill Bixby's wife who committed suicide. Her nails turned blue. It's like, Cher, this is not the time or the place, babe.
No, I think we get the point just by describing the guy's nails are turning blue. Like,
Yeah,
picked
or
up
it
what
could have
you
just
wrote
been, I knew someone who committed suicide whose nails turned blue. You didn't need to
Yeah.
give us the Bill
Yeah.
Bixby and his wife bit of evidence. Like, it's,
or you know what, double down and just tell us what a horrible person she was. And, like, oh God, I really didn't like her.
oh yeah, glad she's gone. Everyone's relieved for poor Bill. He could get on with his life finally.
Yeah, finally. Oh, God. Now Cher knows that it's time to seek help, but sadly, her gynecologist isn't picking it up.
Oh my God, because it was before 911.
before 9 months. So she's like, I'll call the gynecologist. That makes sense. Thankfully, a different gynecologist does pick up.
Why is she calling gynecologists?
I know, and advises Cher to get the guy to the ER.
Yeah. He said, you can just drop him off. You don't have to give your name or anything.
Yeah, we won't arrest. It's fine. Cher passes on this info to the others in the room, and they say, yeah, okay. Then we'll get him to the ER. That's fine. So then she takes one of the other people who's also ODing, Ellen, back to her place to recover. She's like, come on, Ellen, we're getting out of here.
Yeah. Come and throw up at my house.
Yeah, which was, per the doctor's advice to monitor him.
Yeah. Keep him, make sure he's awake. Don't let him go to sleep and vomit inside his own mouth and
exactly.
choke.
The guy supplying the drugs tells everyone that Cher's being a total buzzkill. Everything's fine. So they decide against taking Robbie, the bathtub man, to the ER. They're like, no, it's fine. The next day, Cher calls and they're like, no, Robbie's fine. He's good. Only to call back later and say, no, he died.
He's dead.
Like he died.
Like the gynecologist told you he would.
Yeah. Remember when that happened? Turns out the tinfoil drugs were morphine and heroin.
Wow.
Yeah. The guy who was handing it out, Ken Moss, had fled the country after this. So, because apparently a whole bunch of people had died that weekend.
Yeah.
Like not just the people at the party, other parties.
Other parties.
He's like, yeah, I have some meth. Or morphine, whatever it was. Heroin,
morphine and heroin. Good times.
Eventually, Cher even testifies. Yeah, yay. Don't take anything out of tinfoil unless it's, top deck chocolate.
Yeah,
even
exactly.
then, like a fresh batch,
Yeah.
Eventually, Cher ends up testifying in front of a grand jury that leads to Moss being convicted of involuntary manslaughter. Now, I looked it up, and he was actually charged with murder, but pled down to manslaughter, and wound up serving a whopping 120 days for killing a bunch of people.
4 months?
Yeah. Just killed a bunch of people. It's fine. No. But 120 days, that's, one per person, I guess.
That's a lot.
And also not a lot.
No, I mean, it's a lot to take on, but yeah, also not a lot of time.
So this does bring us to the end of the chapter. And that information wasn't even in there. I had to find it myself to be like, what happened to this guy?
Yeah. Well, thank you for looking that up. I love finding out the truth things.
We need a whole chapter of Cher testifying.
Yeah.
Like...
Oh, yeah, I just testified in front of a grand jury,
After Cher Materia, maybe it's Cher and Order.
Yeah, Cher and Order. Oh dear. Shall we get our professional opinions?
Yes, that's true.
It's my professional opinion.
I have some strong opinions, so I'm going to let you go first because I have fury.
So it's not a long one either. I said, I found myself so frustrated with how much leeway Cher gives Sunny even now. But there is an urgency to this chapter that has been missing. Mm-hmm. And ending a chapter on several overdoses is always sure to liven things up.
Oh, yeah.
This story again is huge.
Yeah, there's hospitals, there's the calls to the gynos.
Yes.
Several gynos.
Yeah.
Everyone who's been in my vagina, tell me what to do.
Where do I take them? Oh, God.
And look, Dark Lady.
That's the main thing. That's your main takeaway.
Barely managing a sentence. This book is torturing me. It's now the third album in a row that I love from her 70s oeuvre that she's just gone, I made a record. What? What about your hardcore fans, Cher? You're giving us nothing. All you're saying is, I don't like story songs. And good luck to you if you do. And I'm like, you are really testing my patience. I threw my Kindle across the room when I got to the end of that half a sentence. I was like, to go back and read it again. I just read that sentence 4 times to pretend like something happened. But there are, as you say, there's so many great moments here, but they do crash into one another. Not as badly as they did in the earlier chapters where her grandparents were copulating it before they were teenagers.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's like, have we heard that Chaz goes to the Playboy Mansion all the time until Chaz goes to the Playboy Mansion all the time?
I will say, when I was writing that part of the Posh synopsis, it was really hard to frame it the way that Cher frames it, in terms of like the way she writes it. It's like, oh yeah, that's nothing. But as I was writing it, every way that I was rewriting it sounded a bit problematic. So it took me a second to figure out how to actually say it to give the context that Cher's giving it.
Yeah. Like, I know there was a mention of a teddy that came from Hef, and I thought, who's Hef? Not Hugh Hefner, whatever, because she has that thing of just introducing people before she's introduced them. Yeah. And then I thought of some other Hef she hadn't bothered to introduce, like all the many Joeys. Yes. And then
you realise, no?
It's Hugh Hefner.
And I think the issue is, like, what she actually did is fine. She took her little girl to a friend's house for a swim. Yeah. But it's when you kind of do think to yourself, I see where Sunny kind of could get some ammo with it, where it's like, well, that is a notorious sex house. It'd be like if we took a child to Wet on Wellington during the day. Yeah. Like, I'm like, that still feels a bit problematic. So I can kind of see the issue. But I can also see that Cher doesn't see it that way. Like,
I do love, like, storytelling wise, her introducing the fact that John Lennon and Harry Nilsson taking their pants off was a no-no because it was Sunday movie night.
Yeah, no, we don't do that on Sundays, no.
Like, Sunday's movie night. Like, it's a family event. Yeah. You can't be nude in the grotto during the movie. Horrific. Yeah. She's kind of introducing it as sort of sometimes, yes, the grotto is sometimes horrific, but sometimes the grotto is lovely for kids and Pam Grier. There's ice cream. Yeah.
In general, she really hasn't done anything wrong, but it's that thing of like when you think, maybe I wouldn't have made the same decision. Yeah. But I don't think her mind goes to these kind of places. No, in her head, it's like, well, it's not that today. Yeah. So, and that's also fine. We're not judging at all. Yeah. But this chapter was still juicy, a little unfocused in places, but a lot more coherent than some of the earlier ones. And I think her anger at Sunny, even though it's, she keeps forgiving him for his horrific behavior, is a bit more, obvious. Oh, but and present now.
Yes. And I still don't understand how she hasn't noticed that the man having sex with her is gay. Anyway, what did you give it a score?
I went up a tiny smidge on this one because the final moments were a whole episode of ER. Yeah. And I've gone for an 8.5.
Yeah, look, I was straight on a 9. But the Dark Lady shade nearly pushed it down to 7, but I've settled on an 8.
Okay. I mean, we've been pretty consistent with our...
Yeah, it's been better. Like, it's been... I mean, it's harrowing in places, and it's really difficult, and that whole thing with her contract and her not actually owning anything. Oh, my God!
Like, why is that not the most... Why is her feelings about that not an entire fucking book?
Yes. And like, it's so much. Now, if you don't like this section, which is called Who Loves Cher?
Who loves Cher?
Which is where we list everyone who Cher has name dropped. You might want to put on the kettle and make a pot of tea because she has named every single person who has ever lived. Okay. Starting, and sometimes
some died as well.
Yeah, and sometimes it's people that you don't really know who they are, so she explains them to you.
Yeah.
For instance, famous music producer Lou Adler. Yes. Goldie Hawn. Oh. We had Ahmet Ertegun again, David Geffen. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, The Eagles, Jackson Browne, Joni Mitchell, Linda Ronstadt, Guns N' Roses, John Lennon, Donna Summer, Peter Gabriel, Aerosmith, Robbie Robertson, Bob Dylan, Jack Nicholson, Angelica Houston again, Tootsie, Peter Gabriel, Warren Beatty again, not with Natalie Wood's bathing suit. No. Sadly.
I'm not going to make the joke.
Make the joke. Instead, he brought Julie Christie. Lucille Ball, again. We're going to have a tally of who loves Cher the most because Lucy and Tony Curtis.
Liza and Tony Curtis.
Are really
Tony's at number 1 for sure.
Tony's at number 1. Well, he's only been through the teens because Lucy started way back when Georgia was doing her show.
Yeah, that's true.
So Lucy's been around a while.
That's true.
And,
Carol Burnett's also...
Also getting up there. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Ringo Starr, Elvis and the Jackson 5 at the rodeo. Katharine Hepburn,
Yeah.
just for some weird moment. Carole King, Harry Nilsson, Phil Spector again, who is getting neck and neck with Lucy and Tony Curtis at this point. Hugh Hefner, Pam Grier, Mama Cass, Michelle Phillips, Robert Redford, Bill Bixby and his unfortunate wife, and some drug criminals. Like that is
A lot of
that's
people.
one chapter.
Did that also cover off the average white band
No, I left them out because one of them died.
in this chapter? In fact,
Yeah. If you appear and
like-
die in the chapter, I don't think you really get to be famous enough to be name dropped.
and one thing that I didn't cover that well in the Posh synopsis is really just to highlight how much, as much as he was very gay and he was also after Bill D, how much David Geffen really took Cher and went,
Oh,
shake, 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 what the fuck?
yeah.
This is really messed up. And that seems to have finally made her go, oh shit.
Let's turn back to home and think about
Damn.
all the things we would have changed. So what would you have reversed if you could?
I mean, this is more for something that Cher would do, turning back time, which is a bit of a sad one, but I think if she could turn back time, she would take old mate to the fucking ER.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
it's really awful. Like,
Don't
and
trust
that was
people on
another one.
drugs.
Yeah.
Like, that's always a thing. Don't trust
was
drunk people or people on drugs.
No.
They'll always make the wrong decisions.
that was the other one where, as I was, rewriting it for the Posh synopsis, I was like, ooh, this could really paint Cher in a bad light.
Yeah, it does.
In terms of like, the way she explains it is like, I thought it was taken care of, so I was looking after this guy.
Yeah.
And that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But it is very easy to go, you left, like, before
Yeah.
you knew they'd called. Like, why didn't you call? And it's a tough one. But I think if she could turn back time, I think she'd go, yeah, I would have made the call.
Yeah. For me, I want to know why this isn't 2 chapters. Because it's a lot
Yeah,
for one.
just the party alone could be.
The party alone could have been a
Yeah,
whole
a chapter.
chapter.
And Dark Lady could have had a moment.
Dark Lady could have had a whole
paragraph,
chapter.
maybe.
Like at least 2 sentences instead of a half. So we all know that David Geffen is totally gay now.
Yeah.
And he's been gay for a long time. Why does she sometimes give us her future knowledge of things? Like Sonny goes on to keep buying Porsches for all the women he meets and all that kind of thing. But sometimes she pretends she has no idea about it.
Yeah, like when she introduced him, she could have said, we started dating. At the time, I had no idea he was gay.
Yeah.
But, go from there.
It
But
doesn't come up at all. I'd have her second guessing him being in love with her because gay men always love Cher. And he
Obviously.
just got to
Who
fuck the
loves
real
Cher?
one. He got to fuck the real one instead of a man dressed as her, which is probably what happened later.
have you ever fucked someone just as Cher?
I fucked Cher. I did fuck someone dressed as Kylie.
Oh my God, of course you did.
But way back when, hand on your heart, Kylie.
Oh, the big curls and
It was it was someone my own age when Kylie's not much older than me. So,
Yes, yeah.
yeah. So it was at the time when
Okay.
Kylie was still young.
And did he put his hand on your heart or anywhere else?
Yeah, a couple of places. Here and there, better the devil you know. So, do you have your new title for this chapter?
I do, and it is very much what we are discussing. It is Cher dates a gay guy. I mean, there's always so many options that I could, Cher goes to a party was an alternative.
Yeah.
It makes it so fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun, but it sounds fun.
No, I'm going to take drugs. I didn't, and everyone who did died.
Yes, I know.
It's a lot. So my retitle, she's just handed them to me these last few chapters. It's Dark Lady, the long forgotten, ignored album that she refuses to acknowledge has some spectacular songs on it, including the title track. Dark Lady danced and sang and lit the candles one by one.
Yeah, but it's a story, so she hates it. All right.
Horrific.
Should we get some old titties on our back
Yeah,
region?
let's strap them on.
If I want to put my tits on my back, it's nobody's business but my own.
What is your... I was about to say your Mariahism. Your Cherism.
My Mariahism. Well, my Mariahism would be, I'm going to have to say me. When she was asked recently about like her biggest inspiration or something.
Oh my God, it was so good.
God.
Who's your favorite diva? I think it
That's
was.
right. Well, I'm gonna have
Who's
to
your
say
favorite
me.
diva? Well, I'm going to have to say me.
Well, apparently she has a song called Me on the album, Am I?
Yes, am I?
Oh,
It's
part of
in
a song.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's always hustling, bless her.
She is. So, okay, I've got a few. But the one I've picked
I've got
is...
two.
What went through Sonny's mind the day he and Erwin drew up that contract? And what did he do afterwards? Light a fucking cigar? So mad. I like angry Cher.
Well, I am very angry. My Cherism is people loved it and the album, so who am I to judge? Just tell us. Just tell us something about it.
Yeah,
that's all.
Also, you're the artist.
Your name is on the album. Your face is on the album. You sang the songs.
If she was like, you know what, I just never particularly loved the album, and these songs didn't work for me, and here's the reason why.
Yes, tell us
Sure.
that. I don't like story songs.
One of my favorite things about Mel C, our friend Mel C,
Yes.
about her biography was as I was reading it, there was a few times I was like, oh, she might have missed an album. She would always come back around to it. She would say, oh, and during that time, this album was released, and it did really well, and I was really proud of it. Or this one, it was released, I was really proud of it. It didn't do very well, and I was really upset about it, and had to think about the next step. So it was, even if it wasn't a long moment in the album, it was sort of like, this is the stuff that was going on, but also here's an acknowledgement of the album so you can put it together in when it happened, and I'm giving you sort of my feelings around it, and then maybe she'd tell one or two songwriting stories from that time. So there was a few times I was like, oh, I hope she mentions that album, and she did.
Yeah.
Took a minute, but she'd get there, and I feel like Cher is just throwing them away.
I mean, Cher gave us a whole fucking section about the nun prison song that she'd written.
That's
that
right.
No one's ever heard of.
Yeah, I expected a lot more of that kind of thing.
And we get, Dark Lady was a hit.
Maybe she's only written one
People
song.
loved it and the album, so who am I to judge?
And look, maybe when she gets into songwriting, I don't know how much she does, but
She doesn't write it.
maybe she'll have more to say about those ones.
Yeah. My second one, I was so tickled by the ludicrous performance at the rodeo.
Oh my God.
Great for cows and horses, but not female singers in beaded gowns.
It's almost Mariah-esque, actually.
It is.
Yeah.
I'd love it if she stood in some shit while she was out.
Oh my God, can you imagine? But and then she'd tell us what the cow was wearing.
Sonny, I've got some of you on my shoe.
So my other ones were, this is kind of weird, but whatever. When showing up at David's house, like she just showed up. She's like, it's kind of weird, but whatever. I'm here now.
And he was her neighbour.
Right? I'd worked my whole life, yet apparently I had nothing to show for it. That was more of a serious one.
Yeah, that was a
quite
lot.
painful. And the last one is, and I was going to do drugs. Like, I was going to do drugs, yes.
She didn't even do them.
She did not do drugs. Probably a good thing.
No drugs. For the
Probably.
best, because she would have been dead.
Yeah.
Especially if that's your first time taking drugs and that's what you take.
Yeah.
Yeah. That brings us to the end of the show. So let's get the big broom for our fluff and crap.
Fluff and crap.
Fluff and crap.
Do you have any fluff or crap to push out the door?
Provided, because I think I've got the dates right.
Yeah.
Provided that everything happened correctly, I should have a remix out. It's going all the way around the world to in Turkey, Istanbul, with a producer named Mustafa, and
Cool.
we have worked really hard on it, and I'm excited for everyone to get to hear it, and it gets dirty, down and dirty.
I'm excited about Down and Dirty. Also, Hard Quiz episodes continue Wednesday nights at 8:00. I don't know which one's on because we filmed them last year. Probably
Are there
when we
any
were
hot people coming up? That's always fun when hot people go on there. And
Tom
gets all flustered.
He does get flustered.
That's a hot person.
Yeah, well, it's because, most of the people who come on our show are very regular Australians.
Yeah.
And, we don't get a lot of hot people. But yes, we've got lots of fun stuff coming up. All right, we've got more Christine Lardy this week.
Yes.
We're barreling towards the season finale.
Can't believe it.
And we will be with you with more Chermoir in the near future. If not next week. You never know.
Hopefully. That's the plan anyway.
Cross
But
your
you never know with
fingers.
us.
You never know. And I believe we may be butt to face in our next one. So
That'd be amazing.
that does increase the insanity.
It does.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Where am I? Who are these two fairies? Wagon Wheel with Toozy. Oh, it's a podcast? You've got to be fucking kidding me.